Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer software testing interview question 314. That is, what is transparent box testing? Let me answer. So what is transparent box testing? Transparent box testing is a method of software testing which tests the internal code and internal program structure of the software, which is generally done by developers, guys. Okay, the one who has the access to the code, who can view the code, can test the internal code and internal program structure which was developed by the developers or written by the developers for building the software. Okay, testing the code of the software or internal program structure of the software which was developed or written by developers for building the software by developers themselves is known as transparent box testing. Okay, here code is visible. Okay, in transparent box testing, code is visible and accessible and testable. Okay, to the developers. So here, as you can see here, this is transparent box. The code transparent box represents the software here, guys. So the code is visible to the developers. Okay, developers are the one who write the code, right? Who create the internal program structure of the software, or who write the internal program code and all those stuff. So they can access the code, they can view the code. That's why this box is called as the software box is called as a clear box here. And the developers, in order to perform this, transparent box testing, they will provide test input and some input data they will provide, and they will check the output of that program. Okay, after running the program, whatever the output is coming, that they will check. If the expected output is coming, they will pass the test, otherwise they will fail the test. Okay, this is what is transparent box testing, which is generally done by developers, where they test the internal code which is written for building the software. Okay, internal code and internal program structure which is written by them for building the software. But there are different names for this transparent box testing, guys. Several names are there. Okay, people call this transparent box testing with several names. They are white, they can call like transparent box testing is also known as white box testing, glass box testing, open box testing, structural testing, code based testing, clear box testing, and comprehensive testing. Different names for the transparent box testing, guys. Okay, and also in the four levels of software testing, there are four levels of software testing, that is unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing. In that first two levels of software testing, that is unit and integration testing, which are generally done by developers, fall into the transparent box testing, where code is visible, accessible, and testable. And the opposite of the transparent box testing is a black box testing. Okay, which is generally done by the software testers or the end users or the client side business people. Okay, who generally don't have access to the code or who cannot view the code. For example, if you are given this application, okay, if you are either an end user or a software tester, okay, black box software tester, or an end user or a client side business person, okay, this kind of application will be given to you with visual graphical user interface. So here, when I type HP here and click on the search button, the program is running in the background. But as a software tester or as an end user or as a client side business person, I'll not be able to see the code or access the code which is written for developing the software, right? So this falls into the black box testing category. This falls into the black box testing category, which is generally done by the end users or software testers or client side business people. Here, testing will be performed using the visual graphical user interface of the software. Okay, without looking into the internal code structure or code implementation of the software. Okay, so the other two levels of the software testing, first two levels, unit testing, integration testing, deals with the code. Okay, developers will perform them, where developers can access the code, view the code as part of unit testing, integration testing. Hence, this unit testing integration falls into the transparent box testing. But coming to the black box testing, okay, we have system testing, which is generally done by the software testers. Okay, this kind of application will be given for software testers, and using the visual graphical user interface, the software testers will perform the system testing, where they test the entire application as a whole. And coming to the last level of software testing, that is acceptance testing. In acceptance testing, we have two levels, that is alpha testing and beta testing. Alpha testing is generally done by the client side business people, who knows the domain well or the application well. They, according to the end user needs and expectation, they know well. So they perform that. They also use this kind of application for performing the testing. That is, they perform the black box testing. Or the acceptance testing second level is beta testing, where the software will be released into the market only to the limited number of end users, or to the entire end users, whatever it is. But not for, it's not a real release, guys. It will be released into the software so that end users can provide the feedback and report the issues to the back to the company. Okay, so that testing also will be done in the form of black box testing only. Okay, no code will be shared to the end users or customers. Okay, as part of beta testing. So hope guys you understood what is transparent box testing, which is generally done by developers, and unit testing integration will fall into the transparent box testing. And there are several names for transparent box testing, where the developers will test the internal code and internal program structure, which is written by them for building the software. So hope guys you understood what is transparent box testing in this session. So that's all for this session. In the next session, I am going to answer another software testing interview question for you. Till then, see you. Bye bye.